What if I told you that the top 10 cryptocurrencies ruling the world today didn't rise because they were powerful, but because they survived the biggest hidden war in financial history? A war between governments and decentralization, between innovation and manipulation, between real utility and pure hype. Every coin in the top 10 carries a secret, a rise, a crisis, a near collapse, and a twist nobody expected. Today's video isn't just a list, it's the real story of how these 10 digital giants came to dominate a market where 28,000 plus coins failed, and why their survival might reveal the future of money itself. To understand why these 10 coins became giants, you must understand the world that created them. Before 2008, people trusted banks, governments, and financial systems. But then came the crash. Millions lost homes, trillions vanished, and faith in the system shattered. Out of that destruction, a solution appeared. Not from a bank, not from a corporation, but from a mysterious figure known only as Satoshi Nakamoto. He introduced the world to something terrifyingly powerful, a currency that needs no government, no bank, no permission. This single idea triggered a chain reaction, an explosion of innovation, imitation, competition, and collapse. And from that chaos emerged the top 10 cryptocurrencies we know today, each one carrying a story, a purpose, and a past full of unexpected twists. Let's begin. The top 10 cryptocurrencies, told like a story. Bitcoin, the father of the revolution. Bitcoin wasn't born to make people rich. It was born to expose the truth. Money controlled by a few is money that can be destroyed. Bitcoin rose because it solved a problem the world didn't know it had. But success came with a price. Too slow, too expensive, too limited. These flaws created an entire generation of copycats and forks. Yet none could replace the symbol Bitcoin became. Because in the end, Bitcoin isn't just digital money, it's digital resistance. To Ethereum, the machine that changed everything. Where Bitcoin wanted to replace money, Ethereum wanted to rebuild the entire internet. Vitalik Buterin didn't create a coin, he created a programmable world. Smart contracts, DeFi, NFTs, apps without owners. Ethereum's breaking point came when its own success slowed it down. Fees exploded, transactions clogged, competitors attacked. But then came Ethereum 2.0, a quieter but powerful comeback. Today, Ethereum stands as the foundation of Web3, the infrastructure behind thousands of innovations. 3. Binance Coin, the exchange empire. BNB began as a utility token. But what happens when the world's largest exchange pushes its own coin? It becomes a global power. BNB survived scandals, regulations, and billions in penalties. Yet the network effect of Binance kept the coin alive. BNB proved one thing. Sometimes utility doesn't make a coin strong. Influence does. 4. XRP, the banker's rebel. XRP wasn't created for traders. It was created for banks. Instant transactions, near zero fees, global transfers. Then came the SEC lawsuit, the biggest legal battle in crypto history. XRP was delisted, attacked, frozen, yet it refused to die. Why? Because behind the scenes, institutions never stopped testing it. 5. Solana, the speed that broke the limits. Solana was built by engineers who wanted one thing: limitless speed. It delivered until the network started shutting down. Then came the FTX disaster. Solana was expected to collapse, but something unexpected happened. Developers stayed, users returned, and Solana rose again. A comeback nobody predicted. 6. USDT, the giant built on trust and doubt. Tether powers the entire crypto market. Billions move through it every day. But behind its rise lie serious questions. Are its reserves real? Is its backing solid? Why so few full audits? Yet, even with doubts, the market keeps choosing USDT because liquidity is king. 7. USDC, the cleaner, safer stablecoin. USDC came as the regulated alternative, backed by major US companies, transparent, trusted by institutions. Then the 2023 banking crisis froze its reserves and USDC briefly lost its peg. But it recovered fast, proving one thing: trust takes damage, but it can also be rebuilt. 8. Cardano, the blockchain built slow on purpose. Cardano didn't try to move fast, it tried to move perfectly. Peer-reviewed research, scientific methodology, careful upgrades. But the slow pace cost it momentum. Still, its community, one of the strongest in crypto, keeps it alive. Sometimes belief is more powerful than hype. Avalanche, the network of networks. Avalanche didn't want to compete with Ethereum. It wanted to optimize it. Subnets, high throughput, institutional appeal. But competition from Solana and Ethereum pushed it down in activity. Even so, its architecture remains unique. A sleeping giant waiting for the next wave of adoption. Dogecoin, the meme that won. Dogecoin broke every rule. No roadmap, no real utility. A coin that started as a joke, and yet it survived everything. Why? Because while other coins offered technology, Doge offered culture. A lesson the financial world never expected. Every cycle repeats the same story. A global crisis hits, Bitcoin becomes a safe haven, Ethereum becomes the innovation engine, exchanges push their own tokens. Stablecoins explode as fear rises, meme coins take over when retail rushes in, and it's happening again. Coins survive not because they are perfect, but because they fit into this repeating cycle. Most coins die. These coins live through disasters. 2. Patterns matter more than predictions. Crypto behaves like a cycle, faster than stocks, louder than gold. 3. Understanding history is your best strategy. The next winners will follow the same patterns as today's giants. Final warning. The top 10 coins today may not even be in the top 10 5 years from now. Crypto is brutal. It rewards those who learn and destroys those who follow blindly. If you want to understand not just the coins, but the forces controlling crypto's rise and fall, then subscribe, like, and stay connected. Because the next chapter of crypto is already unfolding, and you deserve to be ahead of it, not behind.